Hello, everybody. I wanted to share with you a way that you can use Google Draw for students to input their work into a Google document, which then, of course, you can upload to Canvas and use as a Google Cloud assignment, and then have it go into SpeedGrader. So you can use SpeedGrader and you can be grading their handwritten work on a Google Doc. Now, this is my original document that would just be one that I would copy and pass out to students. I really don't want to mess with it too much because I would like to be able to still print it off and hand it out to students. So I've created an alternate version of this. And for me, I've just designated with the letter E so that I know that this is an E assignment. And so essentially what we're going to do is we're going to go down here and we're going to go to Insert and Drawing and New. And so the idea here is that in this box, students would be able to show their work. If they click where this line tool is at and go down to Scribble, then they can just use their stylus, and with their stylus, they can draw, write, whatever, and then whenever they click Save and Close, that picture goes right into their Google document. Now, they aren't going to know to do that if I don't put some information in there saying, hey, show your work. Now, if they have done it enough, they would know that they just need to go to Insert, New, Drawing, and go from there. But I kind of like to have it there as a reminder for them and to set that expectation that I do want you to show your work here. And so we can just use a text box underneath this and just type in this text box. Actually, I usually type in something like click here to show your work. And then when I click Save and Close, that will show up underneath this problem. And they can click there when they get the Google document and they can share their work. Now, that doesn't have a lot of information. If students are comfortable with this, if they've done it before, that won't be a problem. When we were doing all the e-learning and I was first starting to do this with students, I actually created a text box that I used over and over again that looked like this. And so basically it tells them where to go and to select Scribble. And it also tells them to delete this text so I don't see that same text over and over again with all of their work in it. Also tells them that they can just type in the box where the text is instead. And so I can use that box. And so once I've got it in one document, of course, all I really have to do is just copy and paste it over into this document. But what you'll notice is that when I do that, now all of a sudden my formatting has messed up, doesn't look good. That bothers me. And so what I've ended up doing now, because the other thing you notice is that when you click on the box, the problem now it's back behind the box. It's hard to see. And so what I've started doing now is, first of all, using a table to keep all of this organized. So I'm going to insert a table here, and I'm just going to make it 2 columns wide because that's kind of the way my problems are set up right now. And I'm going to go ahead and take this problem and I'm going to copy it. So copy that. And so now when I go to my box up here, I'm going to insert, and again, drawing and new. But when I get to this, I'm going to type in, or I'm going to hit Control V or paste to paste this problem in. In fact, I might even, because usually with these drawings, they end up being smaller once I put them in. So I'm going to go ahead and increase the font size on that too. And now underneath this, I could still type in, click here to show your work, etc., etc. I'm just going to leave it at that for right now. And when I hit Save and Close, now it shows up here. And so they would get this Google Doc. They could click there. And then just like they would normally solve this problem on pencil and paper, they're going to do so electronically. So again, hopefully they've been trained on how to do this. If not, I've got the information there for them. But they would just go to that Scribble tool and now use their stylus. And so, show their work. Start moving the variables around. And I'm doing it in a hurry there because I know I'm going to run out of time. But when they click Save and Close, then that work that they've just done shows up there. And so I could just repeat this for every single problem on my worksheet, and each one would have a box like that students could click in. So hopefully that's useful for you. Hopefully that's something that you might be able to use. And of course, if you do have any questions on that, feel free to reach out. Once we've got it set up like this, though, now it's just a Google document that we can put in as a cloud assignment on Canvas, and then it'll go into SpeedGrader, and you can go from there. All right. So again, hopefully that helps. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out.